and welcome to our Amadeus Choir's Songs for a Celtic Heart. This year, our annual fundraising concert is an online virtual experience allowing you, our audience, the ability to watch from wherever you are in the world. We would like to thank Ian McLellan, our piper, for his wonderful involvement in tonight's performance. Undertaking a fully virtual project requires many hands, and we want to thank our wonderful volunteers, loyal supporters, board members, admin and artistic staff, our dedicated singers, and lastly, the Amadeus Events Committee who brought this Celtic event together. We would like to publicly acknowledge and thank members of the committee, Kim Alexander, Julie Wynn, Mitch Bondy, Kathy Irvin, Janet Lamb, Mary Gray, and Nicholas Borg, our operations manager. This year, we have also had pre- and post-party events, which included a special kitchen party featuring several performers with musical host Shannon Hollywell. Friends of the Amadeus Choir, we are so very grateful for the donations and support we receive from you, our community. Our next piece, Homeward Bound, features the tenors and basses of the Amadeus Choir with tenor soloist Chris Norman. Now please sit back and enjoy Songs from a Celtic Heart.
In the quiet, misty morning, when the moon has gone to bed, when the sparrows stop their singing, and the sky is clear and red, when the summer ceased its gleaming, when the corn is past its prime, when adventure's lost its meaning, I'll be homeward bound in time. I'd be not to the pasture, chain me not to the plough, set me free to find my calling, and I'll return to you somehow. When you find it's me you're missing, if you're hoping I'll return to your thoughts, I'll soon be listening. In the road I'll stop and turn, then the wind will set me racing as my journey nears its end, and the path I'll be retracing when I'm homeward bound again. Bind me not to the pasture, chain me not to the plough, set me free to find my calling, and I'll return to you somehow. In the quiet, misty morning, when the moon has gone to bed, when the sparrows stop their singing, I'll be homeward bound again.
evening, everyone. My name is Carol Nellis, and I sing in the soprano section of the Amadeus. I'm delighted to introduce Love of the Sea with words and music by Nova Scotian Donna Rodenizer Taylor. This piece is dedicated in memory of our wonderful supporter Jack McQuarrie, who sadly died this past January at a very active 95 years of age. Jack loved the sea. During his lifetime, Jack was a naval officer, the head diver for the Royal Canadian Navy, and a corporate chief executive among many other major roles. Our piano accompanist this evening is the very accomplished Rowan Sworna, whose proud dad, Michael Sworna, is our tenor lead. Our violin accompanist is Rowan's friend, Adriel Sloss. They also attend the Phil and Eli Taylor Performance Academy for Young Artists at the Royal Conservatory of Music. Adriel also plays violin in the Toronto Symphony Youth Orchestra. Ron and Adriel both love music and jumped at the chance to play with the Amadeus Choir. We know you will enjoy Love of the Sea as much as we enjoy performing it. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Mitch Bondi and I sing tenor with the Amadeus Choir. I'm also a member of the events committee which organized tonight's concert. When Irish Eyes Are Smiling was composed by Ernest Ball, with lyrics by Chauncey Alcott and George Graff Jr. Alcott himself performed the song in his own musical production of The Isle of Dreams. First published in 1912, it has been a standard for many famous singers, including Bing Crosby. Our soloist tonight is tenor Will Reed. Please join us in the singing of the chorus.
There's a tear in your eye, and I'm wondering why, for it never should be there at all. With such power in your smile, sure a stone you'd beguile, so there's never a teardrop should fall. When your sweet lilting laughter's like some fairy song, and your eyes twinkle bright as can be, you should laugh all the while and all other times smile, and smile a smile for me. When Irish eyes are smiling, sure it's like a morning spring. In the lilt of Irish laughter, you can hear the angels sing. When Irish hearts are happy, all the world seems bright and gay. And when Irish eyes are smiling, sure they steal your heart away. For your smile is a part of the love in your heart, and it makes even sunshine more bright. Like the linnet sweet song crooning all the day long, comes your laughter and your light. For the springtime of life is the sweetest of all. There is ne'er a real care or regret. And while springtime is ours throughout all of youth's hours, let us smile each chance we get. When Irish eyes are smiling, sure it's like a morning spring. In the lilt of Irish laughter, you can hear the angels sing. When Irish hearts are happy, all the world seems bright and gay. And when Irish eyes are smiling, sure they'll steal your heart away.
Hi, I'm Kathleen Allen, the Artistic Director of the Amadeus Choir, and I'm thrilled to welcome you to this Celtic celebration. The next piece on the program is The Seven Joys of Mary. I grew up in St. John's, Newfoundland, singing this song around the table with my friends and family throughout the year. It's a counting song and it's really fun. The Amadeus Choir got to perform it live last year.
Hello, everyone. I've been asked to share a little bit about Song for the Myra, which has been with me for a long, long time, since about 1979. I guess the reason it stuck with me, one of the reasons I was born in Nova Scotia, in a little place called First South outside of Lunenburg, the big fishing port in Nova Scotia, famous for the blue nose. And I loved fishing in all the brooks around me. Would gather, the community kids would gather together. We'd go near the shore, enjoy ourselves swimming and having campfires and telling jokes and so on, getting into mischief. And in our tours, the Eyes of Singer tours, Eyes of Singers I joined in 1979, and we toured all over the world, and we took the song with us. And Elmer seemed to like what I did with it. So I'm getting too emotional here, because I think it has a message for all of us, that no matter where we are born, in growing up, it's what's going on around us affects us in a great deal, and we never lose that. No matter where we go, how far away from home we go, our thoughts, our makeup, mentally, physically, we are drawn back to it. So the song is a beautiful song, and I'm just grateful that I've been able to, to sing that song, to present it. Thank you.
Out on the Myra, on warm afternoons, old men go fishing with black line and spoons, and if they catch nothing, they never complain. I wish I was with them again. As boys in their boats call to girls on the shore, teasing the ones that they dearly adore. And into the evening the courting begins. I wish I was with them again. Can you imagine a piece of the universe more fit for princes and kings? I'll trade you 10 of your cities for Marion Bridge and the pleasure it brings. Out on the Myra, on soft summer nights, bonfires blaze to the children's delight. They dance round the flames, singing songs with their friends. I wish I was with them again. And over the ashes the stories are told of witches and werewolves and Oak Island gold. Stars on the river, they sparkle and spin. I wish I was with them again.
Can you imagine a piece of the universe more fit for princes and kings? I'll trade you 10 of your cities for Marion Bridge and the pleasure it brings. Out on the Myra, the people are kind. They treat you to homebrew and help you unwind. And if you come broken, they'll see that you're mend. I wish I was with them again.
Now I'll conclude with a wish you go well. Sweet be arms and your happiness swell. I'll leave you here, for my journey begins. I'm going to be with them again. I'm going to be with them again.
Hello, everyone. My name is Julie Wynn, and I'd like to introduce our next song for the evening. Oh, My Love is Like a Red, Red Rose. This is Lydia Adams' lovely setting of some of the most famous words by Scottish poet Robert Burns. Many singers have sung this song, but few have done it with the reflective and heartfelt approach as our own alto lead, Alison Roy. Alison told me that after World War I, her grandfather Henry immigrated from Scotland to Canada before her grandmother was able to come. Henry worked in the offices for the mines in Cape Breton, as he had done in Glasgow, since he had the highest education among all the men there, which was grade 4. As family history has it, Henry would go down to the sea at the end of each day and either sing or recite this poem across the ocean to his beloved Marion. It's been sung in Alison's family through the decades ever since. Alison will be joined tonight by the other leads of the Amadeus Choir, along with our wonderful Emerging Canadian Voices singers. Please enjoy Oh, My Love is Like a Red, Red Rose.
Oh, my love is like a red, red rose that's newly sprung in June. Oh, my love is like a melody that's sweetly played in tune. As fair thou art, my bonny love, so deep in love am I. And I love thee still, my dear, till all the seas gang dry. Till all the seas gang dry, my love, till all the seas gang dry. And I will love thee still, my dear, till all the seas gang dry. Till all the seas gang dry, my love, and the rocks melt with the sun. Oh, I will love you still, my dear, while the sands of life shall run. And fare thee well, my only love, and fare thee well I'll come again, though 10,000 miles. But fare thee well, my only love, and fare thee well a while. And I will love thee still, my dear, though 10,000 miles.
Good evening. I'm thrilled to introduce our next act, Octava Vocal Ensemble. This award-winning a cappella octet was formed in 2016 and has been wowing audiences ever since with impeccable vocals across a variety of genres, including classical, folk, jazz, and pop. The group loves to showcase compositions and arrangements done by its own members. We're extremely fortunate that 6 of these talented vocalists also sing with Amadeus as part of the Emerging Canadian Voices program. On behalf of the Amadeus Choir, I'd like to thank Octava Vocal Ensemble for performing in our virtual Celtic party.
Tell my ma when I go home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. They pull my hair and they steal my comb, but that's alright till I go home. She is handsome, she is pretty, she is the belle of Belfast City. She is courting 1, 2, 3, please won't you tell me who is he?
Albert Mooney says he loves her, all the boys are fighting for her. Knock at the door and ring a bell, oh my true love, are you well? Here she comes as white as snow, rings on her fingers and bells on her toes. Old Jenny Murray, she says she'll die if she doesn't get the fellow with the robe and I.
Tell my mom when I go home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. They pull my hair, they steal my comb, but that's alright till I go home. She is handsome, she is pretty, she is the belle of Belfast City. She is courting 1, 2, 3, please won't you tell me who is he? Let the wind and the rain and the hail blow high, the snow come tumbling from the sky. She is nice as apple pie, she'll get her own fellow by and by.
When she gets a lad of her own, she won't tell her ma when she gets home. Let the boys say what they will, it's Albert Mooney she loves still.
Tell my mom when I go home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. They pull my hair and they steal my comb, but that's alright till I go home.
She is handsome, she is pretty, she is the belle of Belfast City. She is courting 1, 2, 3, please won't you tell me who is he?
Tell my mom when I go home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. They pull my hair and they steal my comb, but that's alright till I go home. She is handsome, she is pretty, she is the belle of Belfast City. She is courting 1, 2, 3, please won't you tell me who is he? Tell my mom when I go home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. They pull my hair, they steal my comb, but that's alright till I go home. She is handsome, she is pretty, she is the belle of Belfast City. She is courting 1, 2, 3, please won't you tell me who is he?
Hi, my name is Janet Lamb. I'm a soprano and I've been singing with Amadeus since 2015. Our next song is Auld Lang Syne, which is a traditional Scottish piece arranged by Canadian composer Mark Surrett of Kingston, Ontario. This piece was featured on the Amadeus Celtic Celebration CD in 2013. Our recording features Lisa Graydon York on the flute, who also sings soprano in our choir. Though this piece is often associated with New Year's, it's generally about old friends reminiscing of times gone by and looking to the future, which seems really apt for our current times. Here's to being together again.
For
Well, we're back, everybody, and it is so exciting to have Lydia Adams with us tonight to introduce Here's the Song and We Rise Again. Lydia, where are you?
Well, hello, everybody. It's so nice to be here with you tonight. And I'm actually in my Celtic corner, because as you know, with Robert Burns Day, and then quickly on the heels, St. Patrick's Day, you have to make sure you get in the mood, festive mood, to celebrate both of those occasions. So I've set up here a little Celtic corner with Nova Scotia tartan, Cape Breton tartan. Of course, I'm adorned myself, Nova Scotia tartan. I have my my oven mitts already to cook some this week. We're going to do some Irish soda bread and some Irish potato soup. But in fact, I did some Scottish oat breads, oat cookies last week. So we're ready to go. I have my teapot here with the Nova Scotia tartan tea cozy. So, you know, I'm feeling very Celtic.
Oh, how exciting. Well, we're so glad you're with us tonight. So, Lydia, tell us about Here's the Song.
Well, Here's the Song, of course, a wonderful piece by Alistair McGilvery. And it tells about the friendships you make in music and bringing people together and really, you know, friendships that you make with Here's the Song. And I think it's a very important piece. And of course, we've always loved singing it with the Amadeus Choir and with other choirs. We've taken it, you know, with Amadeus has sung it all over the place, and as well as at home. It's become, of course, a fixture at the Celtic celebration. And for its meaning, a lot of choirs throughout their history, maybe high school choirs, graduation choirs, it's sung a lot at graduations when people are saying goodbye, but they know the friendships will continue in the future. So, you know, it's a wonderful sentiment, and Alistair has written a wonderful piece. I actually wrote it for the Nova Scotia Choral Federation because they commissioned it, the arrangement, for the Nova Scotia choirs, both the adult camp choirs and the Nova Scotia Youth Choir. And so it's very much at the heart of Nova Scotia, and it's also at the heart of the Amadeus Choir.
Wonderful. Well, Lydia, we just love singing it, and we're going to look forward to sharing it with our audience in a few minutes. But before we get there, we also want you to share a little bit about We Rise Again, which is one of my all-time favorites, and many others.
Well, Leon Dubinsky is the writer of We Rise Again. And he wrote this, he told a colleague that he wrote this actually, one day he looked out the window and saw his own father playing with his own child. So here's grandparent and grandchild playing together in the safety and the beauty of their backyard in Englishtown, Cape Breton. And he recalled at that time, you know, his parents leaving Europe and having to leave Europe, and against all the terrible things that were happening there in the Second World War and around that time, and immigrating to Canada as a family. But in fact, it wasn't easy to make the decision to leave the home, and they had to leave everything behind. And when he saw this picture of his father and his child playing in the backyard, he thought, you know, I think my father would say, my parents would say, it was all worth it, because we've come to a wonderful country, and here the children will rise. The freedom and everything people will rise in the next generation of people. And you know, the waves that he describes coming into the shore, it really are meant as the waves of immigrants that come to Canada to bring such richness to our country. So it's a very, of course, it's sung all over the world by many, many choirs. It's an inspirational piece, but I think, in fact, I'm quite sure that the Amadeus Choir sang the very first performance of We Rise Again when I did it, but after I did the arrangement. So there's a great connection with the Amadeus Choir and We Rise Again. And, the Amadeus Choir members, with so many people from the East Coast and people who are honorary members of the East Coast Club, they've always had such a connection with this piece. And they imbue the spirit that is meant in the piece.
Well, Lydia, again, we love both of these pieces so much, and we're so happy to be sharing both of them tonight. We're going to turn to music now, and what we're going to hear now is Here's the Song, conducted by you on our Celtic CD that was recorded several years ago with soloist Matt Gaskin and a wonderful photo collection by Colin Wynn. So everybody, please enjoy Here's the Song, arranged by Lydia Adams.
The candle flickers towards its last. Our time together's ended. The evening sped so swiftly past. No richer way to spend it. Before we head our separate ways, I'd like in truthfulness to say, you've made this day a special day, with songs and kindness splendid. Here's to a song, here's to time, here's to both with friends of mine, here's to friends who raise their voices high. Kings have riches widely laid, lords have land not men again. We have friends and song no wealth and each a different road must go to mountain, sea, or city. The hour has come for sweet adieus and oft the most of pity. But first uniting hand and heart and sing a chorus ere we part. Every leads to a start in eagle grace society. Here's to song, here's to time, here's to both with friends of mine, here's to friends who raise their voices high. Kings have riches widely laid, lords have land not men again. We have friends and song no wealth and till our paths in future cross, may blessings kindly greet you. Until that time I must, alas, only in memory meet you. But often I will sit and stare and think upon this evening rare, the company beyond compare. For now, farewell and thank you. Here's to a song, here's to time, here's to both with friends of mine, here's to friends who raise their voices high.
There's lots of fish in Barnabas Harbor, lots of fish right in around here. Boys and girls are fishing together, 45 in Carbony. Oh, catch a hold this one, catch a hold that one, swing around this one, swing around she, dance around this one, dance around that one, diddle dum this one, diddle dum dee. Sally is the pride of Cass Harbor, 8th in Swan since last year, drinking rum and wine and casks, what the boys brought home from St. Pierre. Oh, catch a hold this one, catch a hold that one, swing around this one, swing around she, dance around this one, dance around that one, diddle dum this one, diddle dum dee. Oh, Sally goes to church every Sunday, for to sing, for to hear, for to see the fellow for fortune, what was that you fish in the air? Oh, catch a hold this one, catch a hold that one, swing around this one, swing around she, dance around this one, dance around that one, diddle dum this one, diddle dum diddle dum. Come ye before him and rejoice, 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 rejoice.
Oh, Sally's got a bouncing new baby. Father said that he didn't care, 'cause he got that from the fella from Fortune. What was down here fishing the year?
Catch a hold this one, catch a hold that one, swing around this one, swing around she, dance around this one, dance around that one, diddle dum this one, diddle dum dee. Oh, Uncle George got up in the morning, he got up and out of the tavern, he ripped the oxford out of his breeches, now he's got no pair to wear. Oh, catch a hold this one, catch a hold that one, swing around this one, swing around she, dance around this one, dance around that one, diddle dum this one, diddle dum dee. Oh, there's lots of fish in Barnabas Harbor, lots of fishermen in around here. Swing your partner, Jimmy Joe Jacobs, now be home in the spring of the year. Oh, catch a hold this one, catch a hold that one, swing around this one, swing around she, dance around this one, dance around that one, diddle dum this one, diddle dum dee. Round, dance around, 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 dance around.
May the road rise to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. These words begin a prayer originally written in the Irish language by an unknown author. The prayer, or blessing, has 3 distinct images: wind, sun, and rain. The words underline the deep Irish connection to nature. Tonight's arrangement is by British choral composer Bob Chilcott. He has set the words with simplicity and beauty, and has captured the sincerity and the warmth of the text.
May the wind be ever at your
Hi, I'm Kathy Irvin and I sing second alto and help out with the events committee for the choir. It is my pleasure to introduce the next song. It is an oldie but a goodie. The lyrics were written by an English lawyer, Frederick Weatherly, in 1910. There's much discussion about the real meaning of the lyrics. Some say it is a message from a parent to a son going off to war, while others think it was a message to those who had left their homeland of Ireland. The lyrics to this song were set to a tune that was named for a city in Northern Ireland, Londonderry, or Derry for short, and is known as Londonderry Air. This song has been sung by many, many artists, including Gracie Fields, Bing Crosby, Conway Twitty, Johnny Cash, Tom Jones, the king of rock and roll himself, Elvis, Eric Clapton, the Celtic Women, and the list goes on and on. You've probably guessed by now that I'm referring to Danny Boy. So sit back and relax and prepare to be wowed by the section leads and the ECV singers as they sing Danny Boy.
Oh, Danny boy, the pipes are calling from glen to glen and down the mountainside. The summer's gone and all the roses falling. It's you must go and I must bide. But call me back when summer's in the meadow, or when the valley's hushed and white with snow. It's I'll be here in sunshine or in shadow. Oh, Danny boy, I love you so. But when ye come and all the flowers are dying, if I am dead, as dead I well may be, he'll come and find the place where I am lying, and kneel and say an Ave there for me, and I shall hear those soft you tread above me, and on my grave will warmer, sweeter be. For you will bend and tell me that you love me, and I shall sleep in peace until you come to me.
Hi again, everyone. We are almost at the end of our concert. We have had so much fun bringing our selections together as we featured the full Amadeus choir, our section leads and emerging Canadian voices, and of course the fantastic Octava Vocal Ensemble. I would like to say a huge thank you to everyone who helped put tonight's event together, and a special thank you to you, our amazing audience. We hope you have enjoyed your time with us tonight, and we look forward to seeing you at our next event.
This is Leonard. He is 7 weeks old, and he is currently bundled up in the most beautiful hand-knit blanket that was given to me by the Amadeus Choir before I went on maternity leave. It was knit by Kim Alexander's mother, and Kim and her family have sponsored the last piece on this program, We Rise Again, in memory of her mother. It's a very special gift. I will cherish it forever, and it's a very special song in Amadeus Choir tradition. I hope you enjoy the rest of the evening. Stay safe.